I know you're here, man! What? You think you can just cut me off? Come on, man! I need my new part! You're going down!
What you need, player? Cause I know where you can cop some goods, if you want some.
Yo, you look like the man who knows where to find that good shit. Upgrades, weapons, stuff like that.
Jensen? What are you doing here?
I think you know why I'm here, Tyndall. I want Corella's security footage back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm Seraph Industries' chief of security. I'm pretty sure I can find out about an edited security tape, so don't bullshit me.
Ah, shit. Listen, Jensen, I never wanted things to get this bad. I'm not a bad guy. I feel for Corella, I really do. But sometimes, for a good cause, you have to get your hands dirty.
Oh, there's a good cause now?
Oh, I see. You think I'm selling the stuff, right? I understand why this would seem like an obvious motive, especially to an ex-cop. But trust me, you shouldn't always take things at face value. I'm not selling the neuropazine, I'm giving it away.
Giving it away? To who?
To the people who need it. You think everyone gets augmented by choice? No. Shit happens. And then what? You're saddled with neuropazine injections for the rest of your life, and that shit costs money. But what choice do you have? Without the drug, you'll die. Rejection syndrome, crippling pain. That just ain't right. So I did the only decent thing to do. I stepped up.
I can respect that. But blackmail is still blackmail. Corella wants out, and I'm here to make sure he gets out.
Man, this whole thing is becoming way too much trouble. I've even got 2 local pushers on my back because they say my philanthropic actions are undercutting their profit.
That's not your only problem. A gun-toting client was waiting for you in your apartment earlier.
Really? In my apartment? Shit, the dealers probably sent him. Tell you what, I'll deal with the client later. You take care of the dealers, and the footage is yours.
Okay, I'll help you out. But you better not be playing me.
You give me way too much credit, Jensen. I'm a security tech, not a hardened mobster. The 2 pushers go by the name PG and BK. They hang out in the alley near the basketball court. Just make sure they never bother me again.
You're asking me to kill them.
Well, that's a bit drastic, isn't it? But it's your call, as long as you leave me alone. The important thing is you need to take care of both of them. Look, I told you. If you want me to give you that security footage, you're going to have to get those pushers off my ass first.
You hear what Lazarus been saying? This country's falling apart, man. States are looking to leave the Union. If that happens, the government is gonna come down hard. That, or someone's gonna move in and take over.
You an ex-banger? You got the look. Maybe you know the Big N. He's been busting DRB heads for years. I wouldn't get on his bad side, though. He's not too picky about which heads get busted. I wouldn't get on his bad side, though. He's not too picky about which heads get busted.
If that happens, the government is gonna come down hard. That, or someone's gonna move in and take over.
Look, I told you. If you want me to give you that security footage, you're going to have to get those pushers off my ass first.
I've taken care of the dealers. Now hand over the footage.
Thanks, Jensen. Listen, I know it's not something you did from the bottom of your heart, but still, you saved my ass. Here's your footage.
Listen, Tyndall. I know your heart was in the right place. Augmentations are a complicated issue, and we're still trying to figure out all the ramifications. It's not perfect, but the end still doesn't justify the means.
That's where you and I are different men, Jensen. You follow the rules, but fail to recognize that the rules are written by those in power. Me? I'm willing to do what has to be done. Say what you want. At least I try. Say what you want. At least I try.
Did you get it yet? Adam, please. You have to get that security footage back.
I got the footage. You owe me one, Tim.
Yeah, you got that right, Jensen. I mean, thank you so much. This is my life I just got back. Here, there's the weapon mod, as promised.
Listen, I know you were trying to do a good thing, and I respect that. But you should do it through proper channels. Next time you might not get this lucky.
Yeah, you're right, Adam. I know you're right. Listen, thanks again.
Whoa, man! That's some getup you got. What you trying to hide?
Welcome to the Detroit Automated Information.
Tell me something. How can anyone justify protesting at a limb clinic? They're helping people, for Christ's sakes. Besides, protesting never got anybody anywhere. It's all just a big distraction. You take all their energy and put it to something useful, then you could really change the world.
People see conspiracies everywhere. They're saying that Lim's personal catalogs mean some people get preferential treatment. Please. Lim are the good guys. They believe in equality, unlike everybody else.
"2027 and we're still arguing about the damn environment. When I was a kid, it was the big news. Global warming, rising oceans. It was already too late back then. Does Hugh Darrow really believe his Pangaea project is going to reverse all the damage we've done to the planet? He may be a genius, but this time he's wrong.
No offense, but if it were up to me, this place would have a no-aug policy. But that ain't never gonna happen. Not with people like David Sarif throwing their weight around.
If you ask me, these riots are David
That's a
Sarah's
pretty
fault.
lame come on, hun. Especially since I just know this humidity is ruining my hair. Whatever.
Don't like arrogance.
David Sarah has almost single-handedly kept the city afloat for the past 15 years. A lot of people have jobs because of him.
Doesn't mean he has the right to look down on us. In fact, most people who support augmentation technology have that sense of entitlement about them. Like, because they have money and can enhance themselves, they can do whatever they want.
Put it in perspective, Sharon. If the people you're talking about have jobs, chances are they have David Sarah to thank for it.
Perhaps they feared what might happen. Before you ask, no, your mirror has not been replaced, Mr. Jensen. Today I've had to deal with petty vandalism, unreasonable demands from corporate clients, and a variety of other pressing problems. So facilitating your grooming had to be given a lower priority.
All the media speculation surrounding that hostage situation in
Have you found anything? Please, I've got to know what really happened to Megan.
I've investigated all of Detective Chase's leads. You were right. Something was off with Megan's case.
So, what did you find?
Someone in the government, a man named Manderley, ordered that a specially appointed medical examiner perform the autopsy. He bypassed the local ME. Simply put, that's not a good sign.
It sure doesn't sound good.
An officer assigned to the case was asked to get rid of a major piece of evidence. Footage from one of our intellicams showed fuzzy images of the attackers bringing something inside the labs.
What? What were they bringing in?
I don't know. But for someone higher up to want that evidence gone, it must have been important. I got my hand on a test report that confirms what was bothering Chase. The attackers used excessive measures to make bodies and equipment unidentifiable.
Oh my God, Megan. What do you make of this, Adam?
I don't know exactly. I guess the idea was to leave no traces, no DNA evidence that would link back to them. But it just seems a bit too convenient. There were only 3 people who got out of the labs alive. Me and 2 others. One died in the hospital a few days later. The second one, a lab tech, was ready to give a detailed description of what he saw. Funny thing is, by the time the investigators got to him, he couldn't remember a thing.
You sound like you don't believe that.
I don't. Not from the reports I've read. I think someone got to him first.
So what you're telling me is we couldn't find anything conclusive?
No, I'm sorry. But one thing's for sure. Somebody's been hard at work covering up and destroying evidence related to this case. Somebody with power, who wanted to erase anything that might have made the investigation linger. I'm sorry, Cassandra. I wish I had more tangible answers to give you. But I did stumble on something I think you should have. I found Megan's bracelet. I'm sure she'd want you to have it.
Oh, Adam, that's very kind of you. Her grandmother gave it to her. She loved that bracelet very much. Thank you for all you did. And, do you know exactly how Megan died?
I read the reports. She didn't suffer, Cassandra. I can promise you that.
Thank you, Adam. It's not much, but it still brings me some comfort. I miss her so much.
Don't worry, Cassandra. This is not over. I don't know how or when, but I will get to the bottom of this.
I knew I was right to trust you, Adam. But please, Be careful. It's strange. I thought knowing what really happened would make me feel better. But nothing will ever justify this. My daughter is gone, and I'll never get her back. I wish I could be sure she gets justice.
Trust me, she will.
Thank you, Adam. I just need a few minutes to collect my thoughts, then I'll be going. I just need a few minutes to collect my thoughts, then I'll be going.
You work for Seraph Industries, don't you? I think it's terrible, all these attacks against your offices. Please tell your colleagues that not everyone in this city thinks they shouldn't be here.
Where are you, Jensen? I haven't got all night.
Hello, Pritchard. I'm almost in my apartment now.
Well, when you do get in there, connect the neural hub to your computer. I've created a secure tunnel, and I'll take over remotely.
You can access my personal computer.
Who do you think configured your security protocols?
Mr. Jensen, I fixed up your apartment real nice. That special request you asked for works like a charm. There's lots of room behind the big screen. I put the stuff in there that you asked me to. And thanks for that little something extra you left. The wife will be happy.
Welcome home, Mr. Jensen. Re-establishing security system. See you soon, Mr. Jensen.
If I can get out of work for a day or two, then yes.
Welcome home, Mr. Jensen.
Pritchard, the hub's connected.
I know. Now be quiet and let me concentrate.
I need his name, Pritchard, not his entire genetic history.
That's not his DNA. It's the data he was trying to steal from us before he... My God, Jensen. Your suicide hacker didn't kill himself.
You obviously didn't see his brain splattered all over the floor.
No, you don't understand. The wet drive modification in this chip, it allows someone to hack through you. It turns you quite literally into a human proxy.
So he wasn't working alone. Someone off-site was doing the actual hacking.
Exactly. And whoever it was tried to hide his location by using multiple satellites. But I may have just traced him to here, an abandoned factory complex in Highland Park.
Get me the address, Pritchard. Because if we're lucky, whoever pulled our terrorist strings might still be there.
Adam, it's David.
Let me guess. You're sending me to Highland Park.
Not just yet. Frank's figured out why the network's been compromised. There's a persistent transmission coming from Derelict Row.
Street gang territory?
Well, our dead friend was posing as an anti-aug. Who better to hide with than the D-Row ballers?
Right. I'm on my way.
And I still need you to see Dr. Markovic.
Mr. Jensen, I fixed up your apartment real nice.
See you soon, Mr. Jensen. I know you've been there before.
Works like a charm.
It was spur of the moment. It didn't mean anything.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I knew you and that Max were close, but I didn't realize you were that close.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I guess I wanted to be reminded of what it was like to be with someone normal.
You were the one who wanted us to get enhanced. Now you're saying we're not normal anymore. Well, I'll try not to touch you too often with my cold, dead, metal hand. Okay?
Okay, goodbye.
Jensen, I'd appreciate it if you instructed your street informants to use more conventional means of contacting you.
What are you talking about, Pritchard?
I mean, I found a message stapled to your door. Colo, alley off Bagley Avenue, Ezekiel. How cryptic.
That's near Seraph HQ. I'll look into it. Oh, and it's Cholo.
What's all the fuss about this augmentation technology? It's my business what I do with my body, no one else's.
You trying to scare me, Skinner? Because you don't.
Maybe those Purity First nuts have got the right idea. It might be the only way to get the government.
You know about the little surprise I left with your body polluter friends at the plant? They died, choking on their own lungs, courtesy of my little dispersal unit. We didn't even think anyone would be in there. Not on a Saturday night. Just lucky, I guess.
So, you're the one that offed my brothers at your death factory, huh? If I'd been there, it would have ended different. I can assure you of that. Zeke says we gotta stay low out here in the street. But you got some payback coming. Hands up. Next time we meet, only one of us is leaving.
I see you got my message, cabrón.
Sanders. You're taking a risk meeting this close to Seraph headquarters.
Same risk as you, considering you're the one who let me go. But I don't plan to stick around that long.
Yeah? So what's this about?
I did some house cleaning after the plant. And I turned up some intel on that gearhead motherfucker who used me and my brother. Chink left the pocket secretary behind. Don't say who he was working for, but it's got access codes, names, shit like that.
Why are you giving it to me?
Maybe I don't like feeling like I owe you. Or maybe I figured I'd send a snake to kill a snake. Take or leave it, pendejo. Either way, my debt is paid. Get lost, perro. You got shit to do. I paid my debt. We're even now.
Thanks for at least talking to me. Most people just walk on by like
Damn, Captain, you back again? I don't suppose you brought me a little gift this time. Help a gal down on the luck find some relief.
How about you give me some information, and then we'll see.
Yeah, I guess. So what you want to know?
I think I've got all the information I need right now, Tish. Maybe next time.
I'll be right here waiting for you.
I, for one, approve of these protests. These Lim people are drug pushers. Someone is getting rich while the rest of us are suffering.
I wouldn't know about those things. All I know is that this violence doesn't serve anyone.
Well, I guess the question now becomes, will the pro-human groups retaliate when Bill Taggart gets here?
He's that Humanity Front guy, right?
He's speaking at the convention center in a few days.
Ugh, that's gonna be a day from hell. Sorry, bud. The protest broke up hours ago. There's nothing to see here anymore. I'm sure the evening news will tell you everything you want to know.
You look like you're built for trouble. Listen, just because you have money doesn't make you better than me. Listen, just because you have money doesn't make you better than me.
Ah, Mr. Jensen. David Seraph told me you'd be dropping by. I've just been reviewing the test results we received on you last week.
Should I start rolling up my sleeves?
Surprisingly, no. I see no trace of glial tissue buildup in any of your charts.
It's been 6 months, Doc. Shouldn't I be on neuropozyne shots by now?
One would think, but these test results show no signs of implant rejection. If anything, the bond between tissue and electrodes seems to be getting stronger.
So I'm free to go?
Well, Mr. Seraph did ask me to discuss another topic with you. You are aware that several precautionary measures had to be put into place during your first surgery?
Not all of my implants were switched on, I know.
The damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into account. Your brain needed time to recover, to get used to the mechanical neural processors and turn them on naturally over time.
Cut to the chase, Doc. What does Seraph want?
He feels that you might be ready to speed up the activation process using special software known as Praxis Kits.
You mean I don't have to wait for my augmentations to kick in naturally anymore?
You can, if you prefer. But Mr. Seraph did make a generous donation to LIM in your name, thus ensuring that Praxis software linked to your particular neuro enhancements would always be available to you and you alone. Please, take a look.
Dr. LeBlanc, code blue. Dr. LeBlanc, code blue. Dr. Teasdale to X-ray. Dr. Teasdale to X-ray. Dr. Chechery, call 217. Dr. Chechery, call 217.
Very well, Mr. Jensen. Use it in good health. Will you be purchasing something after all? Very well. Perhaps.
Were you around for that protest earlier? I wasn't sure I'd be able to get in here, and I'm overdue for my neuropozyne.
Dr. Chepkowski to OR. Dr. Chepkowski to OR.
I haven't developed any symptoms, though, thank God.
I'm just here to get my prescription updated. Ran out of neuropozyne last week. Thought I could just order up a refill, but I have to see a doctor first. Maybe one day they'll find a way to prevent implant rejections once and for all.
Have you had a lot of work done here in Detroit? This is the first time I've actually had the guts to walk in the door. It's a big step, but I've wanted to do this for ages.
I really don't see what all the fuss is about AUGs. It's just progress. Stand still and you get left behind, know what I mean?
Did you hear about the protest? If we listened to them, we'd be living in the dark ages. They're just afraid of what they don't understand. That leads to self-protection. And defense always evolves into offense. Always.
You've got to look at augmentation surgery as an investment. I would kill to work at a place that had an augmentation subsidy policy.
Dr. Teasdale to X-ray. Dr. Teasdale to X-ray. Dr. Chechery, call 217. Dr. Chechery, call 217.
Were you around for that protest earlier? I wasn't sure I'd be able to get in here, and I'm overdue for my neuropazine. I haven't developed any symptoms, though, thank God.
Dr. Chepkowski to OR. Dr. Chepkowski to OR.
I've never been under anesthesia before. Is it true they stop your heart and the machine does your breathing?
More or less. I know it sounds a little hair-raising, but we do it every day, several times over. It's a very safe procedure.
Will I feel any pain or anything?
It gets done through your IV needle. You'll be asked to count backwards, and the next thing you know, you'll be opening your eyes and the procedure will be over.
Wow. Will I dream?
Not while you're under, but you might afterward as you wake up.
Wow. Sorry, I was just looking at that scar on your head. Did you get that before or after the surgery?
If you're here for some work, please go to the counters. If you're here for some work, please go to the counters.
Protesting is not against the law.
I know that, officer. But some of those guys were carrying tire irons and setting garbage cans on fire.
And those were the ones we arrested. The rest were merely exercising their right to free speech.
What about my right to come to work each day without fearing for my life? I've still got to walk home tonight.
I understand your concern. But if you want round-the-clock protection, I suggest you hire a private security company. Sorry, but I'm in the middle of something. If you saw what happened and want to make a report, drop by the precinct.
Go on in. We're still open. It's going to take more than a noisy rabble to close us down.
Adam, are you finished at the clinic?
For now.
Good. Frank still can't close the security breach. Go to Derelict Row and kill that transmission.
Nah, I don't do no tricks with no eye.
Hey, sweetie, damn you cute. You gonna show us what's under that coat or what?
You want to have some fun tonight, sexy? Because I haven't had a cutie like you in a long time. Right. Next time, sugar.
Why would you book me a trick inside D-Row? What if some shit goes down? How am I even gonna get out of there?
Don't worry, baby. I'll come to get you.
You crazy? They ain't just gonna let you go through the front door.
There's a way in on the 4th floor of the building next door. Or if you can get away, meet me in the sewers.
What you say? I ain't crawling through no sewers on account of your bullshit. What's the deal, baby? Need something? I'd much rather get with you than go in D-Row.
This DRB turf, asshole. Don't try it. Don't get involved in this, asshole. Get out of here. Don't get involved in this, asshole. Get out of here. Don't get involved in this, asshole. Get out of here.
Turn around, Hawk. This doesn't concern you.
Jensen,
How can I help you, Francis?
you know why I'm contacting you.
The transmission that's making a mockery of your security efforts?
It's keeping a back door open into our network. None of us are secure unless you find the antenna that's sending it and shut it down.
For you, anything.
Yo, anyone there? I see you! Keep running, asshole!
What is that? Got you cornered! You ain't making it easy!
You see that?
Bust his ass! Some of this! Open wide! Spread out! Get it! I'm good. You ain't making it easy. Where you going? Get shit! Try me now! Die, you are Keep me coming! Where you going, chicken shit? Don't lose it! Too late to run! Stay on it!